By the way, my name is
Secondhand Smoke.
Hey, 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 hey. Shorty want me so bad that she brought me a bag. Cool little 10-piece just to throw in the stash. I'm in the city today, but next week it's a town. The home of players and pimps, you know how to get down. Might hit a side show just to knock me a hoe. Price out to the beach and get a jogging for show. Treat myself to some leans, fried chicken with mac. Candy yams on the side while I count them stacks. Take a break and relax, and then it's back to the paper. Little mama hit me up and said let's step in a scraper. We top back and we rollin', finna burn up some cookies. Pour it up, daddy folk, while I handle the work. Said the hoe and now we posted at the Oracle Center. Finna watch Golden State tip off with the Wizards. I'm in the skybox, I'm chillin', like my network familiar. Numbers going so crazy, them niggas don't know the feeling. Them niggas don't know the feeling. They wish they did though. Why you posted up broke as fuck in the trap and so we're vibing, counting them stacks. And it's all off the bitch, nigga. You ain't gotta ask, just look at my wrist, nigga. Hey, you know I fuck with the town, haven't you? And by the way, my name is Steady. But hey, Smoke, hey, bring it me that.
Secondhand Smoke.
Hey, 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 hey. Shorty want me so bad that she brought me a bag. Cool little 10-piece just to throw in the stash. I'm in the city today, but next week it's a town. The home of players and pimps, you know how to get down. Might hit a side show just to knock me a hoe. Price out to the beach and get a jogging for show. Treat myself to some leans, fried chicken with mac. Candy yams on the side while I count them stacks. Take a break and relax, and then it's back to the paper. Little mama hit me up and said let's step in a scraper. We top back and we rollin', finna burn up some cookies. Pour it up, daddy folk, while I handle the work. Said the hoe and now we posted at the Oracle Center. Finna watch Golden State tip off with the Wizards. I'm in the skybox, I'm chillin', like my network familiar. Numbers going so crazy, them niggas don't know the feeling. Them niggas don't know the feeling. They wish they did though. Why you posted up broke as fuck in the trap and so we're vibing, counting them stacks. And it's all off the bitch, nigga. You ain't gotta ask, just look at my wrist, nigga. Hey, you know I fuck with the town, haven't you? And by the way, my name is Steady. But hey, Smoke, hey, bring it me that.
Secondhand Smoke.
Hey, 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 hey. Shorty want me so bad that she brought me a bag. Cool little 10-piece just to throw in the stash. I'm in the city today, but next week it's a town. The home of players and pimps, you know how to get down. Might hit a side show just to knock me a hoe. Price out to the beach and get a jogging for show. Treat myself to some leans, fried chicken with mac. Candy yams on the side while I count them stacks. Take a break and relax, and then it's back to the paper. Little mama hit me up and said let's step in a scraper. We top back and we rollin', finna burn up some cookies. Pour it up, daddy folk, while I handle the work. Said the hoe and now we posted at the Oracle Center. Finna watch Golden State tip off with the Wizards. I'm in the skybox, I'm chillin', like my network familiar. Numbers going so crazy, them niggas don't know the feeling. Them niggas don't know the feeling. They wish they did though. Why you posted up broke as fuck in the trap and so we're vibing, counting the stacks. And it's all off the bitch, nigga. You ain't gotta ask, just look at.
Say, man, it's Treetop Radio LA. Treetop Radio LA, man, I appreciate you guys tapping in each and every Tuesday to my show. Make sure y'all follow me on my YouTube channel. That's Treetop Radio LA, or you can space it out, Treetop Radio LA. You can follow, like, subscribe, and share. Every time I go live, you'll get a notification. I do marketing for artists, brands, and businesses. You can contact me on my Instagram page. That's Treetop Radio I'm sorry, that's treetop_radio LA. Make sure y'all holler at me, man. I got good deals. I do video editing as well. I do photography for any type of events. Just let me know.
Divine, and today I want to remind you not to get involved in matters that don't concern you. If you weren't there, you don't know what happened. Well, you might say that person wouldn't lie. Maybe not. That person may be a very honest person, but when others are telling a story, remember there are a lot of factors that play into what that person is saying. For example, are there any bias that the person has? Do they have a history which will sway their opinion of something that's happening between them and another individual? There are a lot of factors to consider. So remember, if you weren't there, you really don't know what happened. Let's move in love and show love to your brother or your sister. Be the loving human beings that we are and spread love, not hate.
God found God. My flow is immaculate. Diamonds for vibes and furs, I got the shit. Just landed in Switzerland. So pick up my bitch and go fuck up some Benjamins. I got more cheese than some mozzarella. Got gold trimmed on my propeller. In my helicopter smoking hella guns. Louis Gucci Prada stunting even harder. Got the windows tinted, but I see alright. Know they sick, I see it in their face. See the hatred in them bitches' faces, so I keep it short and get no conversation. I'm a nigga subject. Sex with me is so amazing. Now this bitch investigating. She a PI in the making. Got your nigga tiptoeing on my Marvel flow. He ain't gotta go home, but he gotta go. Unless he coming with us.
Street Top Radio LA, man. We are broadcasting live in Baltimore, Maryland, via Los Angeles, California, man. I'm your host, Big Homie Smiles, man. That's right. I'm your host, Big Homie Smiles, man. I'm the best podcast in the world. I'm the best interviewer in the world, man. I'm just a lit person in general in life. So I appreciate you guys for tapping in, whether it's one or none, whether it's two or a few, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. This is what I want everybody to do. I want everybody to extend their hands. Go ahead and extend your hands for me. Extend your hands. Wrap your hands around yourself. Give yourself a big warm hug and tell yourself that you're proud of you, man, because you deserve it. I'm proud of you for getting up in the morning, getting to a bag, man, making sure that you handle business, that you stand on business in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you're giving love and being thoughtful to yourself. So I appreciate you for appreciating yourself. You feel me? We got a wonderful show today. We got a wonderful topic. Today's topic is the power of us. But before we get into it, you know what I'm saying, I want to do my shout outs. So big ups to everybody from DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Big ups to Baltimore, because Baltimore is just like their own little situation outside of the DMV. So we're not going to include Baltimore in the DMV because Baltimore is its own state. So big ups to Baltimore City, you feel me? Baltimore County, all parts of Baltimore, east, south, north, northwest, southwest, southeast, northeast. You feel me? Baltimore is a wonderful place. It's definitely the greatest city in America. I can stamp that. Shout out to Krishan Rock. She definitely representing Baltimore tough, man. We are the Krishan Rockers, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to support her, and I'm appreciate what she's doing out here, and, you know, just standing on business and growing and developing. And we watching her journey as she elevates to the top, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully she can keep going. Now hopefully she will keep going. And shout out to Simba. Big ups to Simba. Sorry, y'all, I'm just like smack. I shouldn't even got smacked before my show. My fault. But big ups to my boy Simba. He, you know, he back. He's dropping pressure. He got an album about to drop, or EP. I'm not really sure, but he got an exclusive feature on that joint. They told me not to say that, so I ain't gonna say that. But the shit hot. Yeah, my boy a millionaire. The nigga a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? He come out from prison dropping that pressure, you feel me? And he about to put a lot of young niggas on from the village and where he at, man. Long live Day, long live, which is 9, long live him. Shout out to Cutiful, big ups to Cutiful. He putting out that pressure, you feel me? Putting out the, he just dropped the, what's it on? Switchy On. Just dropped that joint, y'all go check him out. He just touched down 2 from prison. You know, niggas hating this shit, but he back. and he on track, and he dropping video after video after video after video. You feel me? Big shout out to Capitol Heights. Big shout out to my hood 41. Capitol Heights shit. Long live Dino De Niro. Shout out to my boy CGE. You feel me? You know we always rocking that black owned apparel. You feel me? This right here is from my boy Antwood. My man Antwood is from Ohio. He makes very powerful pieces. This right here is a Say No to Fentanyl piece. You feel me? You see the blues right there. You niggas taking that perk 30s. That's this y'all. If you keep taking the perk 30s, guess where you're gonna end up? It's the back of the shirt. Hold up. See it. Oh, I do it every time. Ooh, sorry, y'all. I'm gonna get stationary one day. You feel me? But you know, we thugging it how we thug it right now. But this is what y'all gonna see. The grave. You feel me? The grave site. So stop taking them perk 50s, perk 30s. Ooh, I'm getting old. Stop taking that shit, man. You gonna die. You gonna live a short life. You feel me? But yeah. But before we get into the topic, I want to also give a shout out to my co-host who is from Los Angeles, California. You know what I'm saying? I always got to pay homage to LA because I got LA in my name and in my show, and they gave me my wings. You know what I'm saying? When I came out there, big ups to Ben Reddy, my dog, the Pod Father. You feel me? He has his own show called Podding Around. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. That should be on all platforms. He has a lot of other podcasts that he helped create through his show. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate Ben Reddy. He's a staple in LA, and if you don't know about him now, you know. You feel me? So my co-host is Black Corn Man. He is also an entrepreneur out in Los Angeles, California. You feel me? He is a father. He is a strong black man. He handsome. So ladies, if y'all looking for a strong black man that's handsome and that's a good father, y'all make sure y'all tap in with my co-host Black Corn Man. And I think my manager just told me did he pull up? Okay, damn, he came in a helicopter. Damn. My man rich as fuck. So he came in the rap helicopter Black Corn Man joint. He swooped in. All right, let him know I got the Thoinkies in the back for him. Hey, Christina back there, the Puerto Rican joint he liked from last time. All right. So my co-host gonna join us in a second. If you're new to this channel, every time I come on my show, I always tell a story or tell a made-up story. Today we're doing a little twist because the day's topic is the power of us. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna start reading. This is gonna be like a 2-part series of this memoir. You know what I'm saying? And so hopefully, you know, you guys enjoy it. Y'all can tap in. I'm gonna bring the real stories in it too, but I do want to put this book out there. It's called The Quilt of Souls. You know what I'm saying? It is by Phyllis Biffle Elmore. You know, I actually have this book signed. My mother was able to meet the woman who wrote this memoir. And a memoir, if you guys don't know, it is an account of a historical event, or it is a biography of actual events told by personal knowledge. Okay, so we're going to just read the introduction of this book, and I'm gonna just tell you, not the introduction, but I'm gonna just give you a background of who this is, and then we'll get into the topic. You know what I'm saying? So at the age of 4, Phyllis Biffle Elmore was brought from her home in Detroit to the teeny town of Livingston, Alabama, to be raised by her grandmother, Lula Horn. Lonely and confused, she felt utterly abandoned. Grandma Lulu enveloped her in all-encompassing love and a beautiful quilt. Phyllis listened intently to Lulu's epic stories of folks who passed on and watched as her grandmother turned their clothing into breathtaking quilts of souls for their families. Grandma Lulu's generosity of spirit, strong will, and creative soul animate every page of this marvelous memoir, which, like her quilts, paints portraits of extraordinary Black women born before and after the Civil War, enslaved people, laundresses, storytellers, healers, and quilters, whose stories have gone untold until now. Weaving back and forth in time, Phyllis stitches together true tales of racism, sexism, and colorism, but also strength and pride, creating multi-generational patchwork, honoring her family and ancestors with significant history and mesmerizing storytelling Quilt of Stoves transforms oral tradition into a beautiful written document, powerfully presented and preserved for its posterity. Now, this is the Quilt of Stoves. I'm just going to read the introduction. So this is the introduction. And scene. The day I was taken from my home and driven 16 hours down the road in a car filled with strangers to a house in the middle of nowhere to be delivered to my grandparents I never met. I felt alone and abandoned, angry and very scared. It was 1957. I was 4 years old. The stigma of being given away would follow me for years, like a lost puppy nipping my heels. It took my grandmother Lulu's love and a tattered centuries-old quilt to bring back my healing. Lulu Younghorn was born in a small town of Sandersville, Mississippi in 1883. She grew up on the young plantation in an environment that sat heavy under the shadow of slavery. And she was destined to quilt. In quilting in life, she was the catalyst of upbringing. As she worked, she told me stories of the women who wore and were connected to the strips of fabric she wove and into that hand-sewn quilts I would later name Quilts of Soul. It is a powerful title for her quilts hold the consciousness of a long ago generation. These women had no voice until my grandmother gave them one. All right, that was Quilt of Souls. So this is basically a story about a young lady who was given to her grandparents by her parents, who from the looks of it, seemed like they could have taken care of her. So they put her off on the grandparents, which is something that is, something that people typically do. Parents who are unable to, handle their responsibilities, the grandparents got to step up. And with this particular grandparent, she unlocked the power, and her power was quilts and sewing the different fabrics from the different generations, the different grandchildren, the different children's nieces, cousins, into a big quilt. Now, the quilt, for those of you who don't know, is like a blanket, right? And so the power of us, this title in this book, it goes hand in hand because we have the ability to unlock power, our superpowers within us. In this particular book, Quilt of Souls, the quilt was the superpower, and grandma's stories and her teaching her granddaughter, the ways of life is one of those superpowers she was able to unlock in her granddaughter, right? So as we get on in our podcast, I'll continue the introduction because that's only the first page. It's about 2 more pages. So we'll continue through that. And I think that'll be, a nice little switch around from my general kind of stories, kind of get into a real actual story. And I'll put kind of like a different kind of voice to it. So I'm going to bring my co-host. Go ahead, let him in. All right, presenting Black Corman from Los Angeles, California, the littest motherfucker in the world, my boy, Black Corman.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro?
What's good?
Cruising right now, thinking about oh, you're on the phone?
Oh, you cruising? Okay, that's what's up. That's like, I'm glad you cruising, my boy.
Just right now.
We're outside today.
We're probably heading over to the west. Trying to go?
Yeah, man, on my way to the beach type of shit.
At the beach, bro.
Oh yeah, that's the vibe right there, man. I miss Cali. That was the vibe.
Yeah, man, Cali calling you.
Cali calling me back. So today's topic for today is the power of us, right? And so the reason why I wanted to talk about the power of us, because I feel like as a community and as a culture of Black and brown people, we have superpowers and we control, the climate of America. We control what's going on. We control the commerce. We control the TVs. We control retail. We control the government. We control everything. So I feel like we definitely influence it. We may not control it, but we definitely influence it.
Because if it was in
No,
our
I feel
control,
like we control it.
if it was in our control, it would be different. You know, it would be beneficial for us.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why we control it. The reason
Okay.
why we can't. Let me say we can control it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Let me backstep that. Okay, that was good. You caught me on that. So we have the ability to control the
Definitely.
climate, right? To like manipulate it into where that it works for us and that we're not hurting ourselves as a culture and a community. We have the ability to control commerce, like where it benefits us. And when I say that, I mean like us recycling within our community and our culture. Like, they have, I'm not sure if your friend Hispanic, but he probably is he white or Hispanic?
He's Hispanic.
Okay, so Hispanics and Africans and Chinese, they tend to barter between themselves, or they recycle their money between themselves. As a Black culture, we don't, and we're starting to get into it. But I feel like if we can lock in to tapping into us and unifying and being able to self observe ourselves and hold ourselves accountable, then we have the ability to unlock the power of energy and the power of, motion within ourselves and within everybody around us, like what we got going on right now. What do you think about that?
Definitely. Definitely. Yes. We definitely got the ability to cycle the dollar and do a lot more with it. Start our own schools, have our own grocery stores. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, because right now, I'm saying that because right now in DC, where I'm at, well, not where I'm at, but in the surrounding area, it's like GTA. They just stole the FBI car. They just stole the FBI car. They stealing, homicides is up. I feel like we as a community, we hold court, right? And I say hold court like in the fraternity member type of lingo, as in like we hold others like celebrities, to our morals and our standards, but we not holding our own people to what we know is right and what we know is wrong, as far as like when it comes to crime and disciplining ourselves and our children. And so we have gotten from holding ourselves accountable, because really, for real, we don't even need a police system. We don't need jails. If we can hold ourselves at court, if we can hold our own people in court, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Let me answer this call really quick. I'm gonna tap right back.
All right. So so he about to step out. He said he got to answer a call. Oh, you going to mute. Okay. So what I'm saying is like we hold ourselves in court. We need to hold ourselves in court. Like we need to hold our own people accountable for the shit that they do. And when they doing shit that's wrong and out of line, we need to be like, hey, you need to stop that. Or we need to make you accountable in some way. I don't know if this is making sense, but I feel like the power of us, and I'm gonna tell y'all where I got this topic from. I got this topic from a lady. Her name is Dr. Wells. She's from Compton, California. And she was just, telling me about her view on life and what she's trying to do. And I just felt like that was just such a powerful thing that I had to talk about it with y'all. And I feel like that we have the ability to transform our own lives. And the way we do that is we have to stop trying to be victim to our circumstance. Yes, slavery was awful. Yes, it was awful. Segregation, I don't think it was too bad because we were doing good away from white people. Actually, we were prospering. Then when we started mingling, shit started getting fucked up. But it happened. So I feel like, if we get back to, unification and doing things for the community within ourselves and stop wanting the white man to come reach their white ass hand and lift us up our bootstraps and give us an opportunity to get what they got, then we're gonna be reaching for that forever, because we were never supposed to be at the table that they built. Really, we have to build our own table. Me and my co-host, we had a topic, and we were talking about how if you building a table, right, and it's a steel table, you don't want a person coming to your table with wooden chairs. It's just not going to work. it's not even gonna look right. Like, bro, we built a steel table right here. You need to build a steel chair. What are you talking about? We gotta hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like for everybody to be having guns, where they getting the guns from? The police, the government, you know, other people that is allowing the guns to get into the communities. I mean, people building guns too. Yeah, they building ghost guns for real, for real. You don't even need the police to build that. But I mean, the guns coming from somewhere, drugs coming from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? These hard drugs, these pills, fentanyl pills. Yeah, you got people moving them, but somebody's allowing them through customs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We just need to be holding ourselves more accountable for situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna use a prime example. So right now, you got Krishan, and when she's moving on from Blueface, she's holding herself to her own court. She's holding herself accountable for her own situations. And you see how she's prospering. She's reaching out to other people. She's networking. She's trying to help form a tribe of her own. That's what we all have to do. We all have to want to seek better circumstance for ourselves, you know what I'm saying, and not always want to be a victim of the environment. I hear young people talking about, oh yeah, I'm from the projects, you know, I live in the trenches and shit like this. Yes, that is true. But if you have the ability to hustle and make $1, that means you know about commerce, you know about trading, you know about networking, you know about talking to vendors because you're dealing with the plug. So right now you already in a business mindset. Why not take that business mindset and put it into something that is productive, that can really make you some money? I think, is he back in? Okay. I think my co-host back in here. Let's let him open the door. All right.
Yeah, we back.
All right. And we come on, we back with it. We back like cook crack. You feel me? No pun intended. Now,
Free Talk Radio LA, baby. Come on.
Free Talk Radio LA, you feel me? Now, I was basically saying like how we need to hold ourselves accountable, you know, in order for us to like be a strong and growing nation. We have to be able to stop being a victim to circumstance, right? And so when I say that, I mean like we have to unlock our own abilities. Like people can't just be like, oh, I'm from the hood, I'm from the trenches, the projects, I'm on Section 8, and this is what it is. I'm gonna be my environment instead of being better than your environment. You know what I'm saying? If you're able to hustle and sell drugs on the street, you already know commerce, you already know how to talk to vendors, you already know how to network, you already know how to do business plans because you think about different ways to block the hustle and shit. So I mean, I mean, what? Why are we missing the mark here? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he muted. But that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, you know.
No, yes. I'm here, I'm with you. I'm here, I'm listening. I know what you're saying. And I definitely agree. Why is there so much traffic right now? What's going on?
It's beach times.
Yo, this shit crazy right now.
I'm just going to sweater. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna get a sweater and get my moon rocks on. Eat it for They can eat it. Okay, yeah. We talk definitely. It's about being able to take accountability. Self-accountability can help with a lot of stuff. I think that included in that self-accountability as a unit, we do need to take into more consideration that there are circumstances that are different for everybody. So just because you happen to come from the hood and I happen to find my motivation and I happen to get on my shit and do my shit correctly does not mean it's just as easy for the next person next to me.
That's why we all have to reach out and teach and tell people, because it actually is to say, you know, the words that you talk are words of power. So when you say I can't, I won't, it's hard, that is the curse. You're cursing yourself. You're telling yourself that you are unable to do something when in actuality everybody is able to do anything that they want if they put their mind to.
No, definitely. I think you misheard me. I didn't say that they weren't capable to do it, the person next to me. What I said was that the level of easiness that it was for me, or the level of access or opportunities that I had specifically in my life, may not
Right,
match up with the opportunities that happen in their life. They definitely
right,
still have the ability to push and put in the work to get there where I got to. And that, but I'm just saying that there's no consideration. I feel like people that make it out are like, all right, I made it out. Why can't you do it? Instead of like, I know I had to go through some things to make it out. So let me lend you a hand to go through what you got to go through to also make it out.
right. Now, yes, I do agree. People should reach out. But then what about you have some people who say, okay, I've reached out to a couple people trying to help them, and then they, spit in my face or say that I ain't do nothing for them, or I put them in a good situation, and now, they acting like they did it on their own. What do you say to people who say that?
That's perfect. And my response to that is, who fucking cares? The reason you're supposed to be doing something is because that's out of your heart. That's how you feel. I want to do this. I'm doing this from my heart. I'm not doing this because I want you to notice that I'm doing a favor for you. Nah, I'm doing this shit because I want us all to succeed. I know me doing this for you is going to help you succeed. So whether or not you succeed and come back and get me is pointless. Not my point of doing it. Yes, I would love for you to also go on and help somebody else and to come back and realize you got help. But if you don't, I'm not harping on that. That's not going to stop me from helping the next person, because my whole point is to help the people, period, regardless of what I get out of it.
Right. And I think that's what most people miss is if you are in a better situation and you are able to extend your hand back, is really your obligation, I feel like, as a human, to bring the next man up, or at least try. And if they miss the mark, or if they try to turn
They
it back,
slip it up. Yeah, they fumble the bag. That's on them. I agree 100%. I feel like people, especially when they feel like they're putting somebody on, and it's like you are showing them an opportunity that you got. That's, like you said, that's your job, not your job, but that should be your purpose. Like, okay, I got this opportunity, and if I can pass this opportunity to somebody else, I'm gonna do that. But what you do with that opportunity is still on you. So I'm not gonna be mad at you for fucking up your opportunity that I gave you. I gave you the opportunity, you fucked it up. I'm sorry.
right, you gotta keep it. I gotta keep it moving
It's
at
gonna
the
be a
end of
lot
the
of
day.
but you wanna
And I
take
do
over.
feel like sometimes the power that we have, and that's when people can tap into that power and they know that they have the power, they get overpowered by the power. You know what I'm saying? They get controlled by it. It's like, if I can't control you, you know what I'm saying, based using my power, then you're useless to me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how a lot of us people get backdoored, or people get snaked out or killed, because people are addicted to power.
Definitely. I think that'd be the problem though, is that we be so harped up on the power. They be like, oh, I got the power, so now I should be in control of everything. Like, no, when you didn't have the power, you hated that shit. And now you're doing that exact same shit to the people that don't have it because you got it. That's backwards.
Right. That you shouldn't be doing that. Like, why are you trying to pump yourself up just because you in a better position than me? You
Yeah, you
supposed
trying to
to,
hire power somebody and shit, and you barely got there. Like, relax.
yeah, like chill, B. Like, relax your mind. So what you think about this Diddy and this Cassidy situation? I'm gonna tell you I ask you first. So let me.
Are you gonna ask me what I think, nigga? Like, let me tell you.
I know
Let
it's
me tell you what you
like a
think right
woman.
there.
Just like a woman. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's all right. I think one for sure. I don't know enough about it. Like, I haven't really been following it or nothing like that. I just know people been coming out with some accusations. I heard that he made her get some shit or this and that made her do a bunch of stuff. And I'm not saying that I don't believe it or anything like that, because it's definitely like that was the culture and still is in a way. Like, niggas with power gonna do whatever they want to do to niggas without it, or females without it especially. And females would allow that shit to go on because they wanted to be closer to the power, and they wanted to get some power, or they wanted to get some fame or some money and shit. So I feel like that was a big thing that was going on at the time and still is. But I mean, I get it now. We learning to be accountable and shit. So, if it's his time to be accountable, I guess it's his time.
Right, because that also has a lot to do with the power of us too, because we, like you said, it's been going on for a long time, right? That means we accept certain things, like especially men in power accept certain things just because it's what is the norm for men in that position, right? So I want to say, like, okay, if you got a daughter, right? It's a
Yeah.
lot of people out here that have daughters. I want people to think like this. If you have a daughter, would you want your daughter who is trying to chase fame? Would you want her in that position where a man in power is manipulating her, and and she's scared to even tell her dad or even tell other people because she's trying to make a better life for herself, right? So she's silenced with power. You know what I mean? And everything comes out that this happened to not only your child but other children, other women in the pursuit of fame, right? And you have all these men and then some women saying how they don't believe what's going on. Is that how do we change that when we have an acceptable like kind of rape culture?
We gotta start raising our boys first, and I was gonna say girls, but we gotta first start trying to raise our boys not to be on the bullshit, because that really be the problem. Like, that shit not okay, that shit not acceptable, it ain't never been cool and shit. But then on the other side, we also gotta start raising our daughters to be able to speak up sooner and say, fuck the fame, fuck what you chasing, we not chasing none of that shit. Like, my fucking well-being and what's good, and my fucking health is more important than some dollars.
Right. 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 We need to have more people to like step up and raise their children right though. But also it's our music culture too, because the music pushes this, So it's everybody, men and women. I'm not going to just put this all on men because it's women too a part of this. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody should be more in tune with what they're putting out, especially the children. Because sometimes that can be, detrimental because kids look at everything. You know what I'm saying? Kids is watching everything. And I try to, kind of tune back some things that I post, even on my channels, because I understand that children are watching and they're very influenced by things. You know what I mean? And, for our climate to be what it is getting crazy, with kids killing kids, parents killing kids, these are like ending times. So I feel like with this being the year of knowledge and the year of, you know what I'm saying, like getting to real shit, I feel like we should just be more united right now instead of divided.
Definitely. I feel like we are even more united now than we've ever been, for sure. Like, it's trending to be, be who you are and shit. But I think that working on the community part where it's like, okay, we're not just doing stuff to be doing it, we're doing stuff with a purpose for the community specifically. Like, we're trying to better this for everybody that's black or everybody that's in minority situations, and not just, we doing something new.
Right. And we have to start buying more in our community and having, and not just purchasing stuff because it's a black owned business, but black owned businesses, y'all got to tighten up with the customer service, because the customer service in the black community is shitty. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been to a couple.
Wait. I mean, I agree with you on that, but I also like to say this. I feel like we hold black businesses to a higher standard than other businesses, because anytime we go in that Korean store, they ain't never said no nice shit to me. They watching you, they walking around the store, and we still making sure they getting our money. Regardless of how the customer service is, they gonna treat us like shit, and we gonna still come here to give our money. So I feel like we put black businesses at a higher standard of like, oh, you need to be the best. You should treat me awesome, even though everyone else treat me like shit. I want y'all to treat me the best. And I get it. We should be better. We shouldn't be striving to be like the people we hate. But I'm just saying there should be some leniency and understanding.
No, what I'm saying is like, okay, I'm saying that so that we don't have to deal with that type of environment, we should create a culture of great customer service. So that way we're shopping and dining at our own places of business where we know we're going to be treated how we know we should be treated. That's what I'm saying. We just completely stop going to these places that are not, you know, Hispanic or Black owned.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? We got to create that type of culture. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do a quick commercial break. This commercial break was brought to you by Treetop Radio LA and Black Corman LA.
At a linear bill. The map's road to success is one of the most volatile things we come across in life. And where you are when you decide to stop that journey will determine whether you're considered a quitter or not. Where we come from, it's impossible to quit because most of us start so low that any form of success is a win. They say X marks the spot, but X also marks the starting point of change. The moment you realize this, that is the moment the journey has reached its ending point. But the ending point isn't the end of the overall goal. It's the point where you know you have to dig until you find the meaning, the change, the love, which ends up being the treasure.
All right, and we back. You know what I'm saying? That was a little commercial from IDK, who is an artist from PG County. He is a partner with a hat company called Lids, and he got involved a couple artists from DC, Maryland, and I believe Virginia to be a part of that particular commercial. So big ups to IDK for including the DMV in the music scene in his campaign for Lids. He always looking out. Big shout out to Nucci too. Nucci DC. Nucci is DC. Make sure y'all tap in with him on YouTube. So Black Corman, how can we tap into our power? Like give us like 3 ways that the black man for you can tap into their power.
First, I want to say working on bettering yourself is going to be the key to tapping into your power. Because if you're not your best self, you're not going to be giving out your best power. So first, tapping into your bettering yourself, which whether it be physical or what you eat, how you work out, stuff like that, or mental, reading, writing, getting some writing in, stuff like that. So working on bettering yourself, 1. 2, focusing on trying to actually reach your power. Like I want to actually use my powers. I want to tap into my powers. I can't tap into something that I'm not thinking about working on. So actually putting it on your mind, like, okay, I'm thinking about the powers that I want to tap into and I want to reach that goal. And the third thing I guess I would say is letting go of stress and expectations. I feel like that hinders us a lot. A lot of times we're like, I expect something to be a certain way or at a certain level. And when it's not, we're defeated or we're thrown off completely. And that's got to stop.
Right. Oh, I like that. Those are 3 good ones. I hope y'all listening and tapping into these gems we dropping out here. For me, I'm going to give 3 too. So 3 ways that I feel like we can tap into our power. Number 1 is showing gratefulness. You know what I'm saying? A good way to tap in for myself, a good way from how I tap into my power is just showing, the world that I'm grateful through being kind and showing love. Another way that we can tap into our power is through knowledge. The more you learn, the more you learn knowledge about self, not even knowledge about, what's out there, but knowledge about self. The more you are able to learn about yourself, the more you're able to unlock certain powers and certain qualities, and the more you're able to be confident and stand upright with your chin held high. And then the third way you can find unlock that power is through spirituality. I feel like having spirituality is a great way to tap into the alternate world and the alternate dimension, because you are now tapping into something that is unseen. It's through faith, and whatever your spiritual background is, I think if you are focused on it and dedicated to it, it can definitely enhance your ability to see things in a different perspective and in a different light. Oh, you got to mute. So, I mean, that's basically the topic for today,
Yes, I agree. Spirituality is an important one. I like your 3. My fault. I'm here. I'm with you.
Oh, you like those three?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so those is my three. I mean, that's basically all I got for the power of us. I think this was a good topic, for the audience, and if when they tap back in, I think they'll understand. We have the ability to control our dynamic in life. We have the ability to control how things go. Because if we're making the right decisions, a chain reaction of other right decisions will happen. And what people have to realize is that if you make a bad decision, that bad decision sets off a chain reaction to other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when people go on a move, you know what I'm saying? And the move is like if they going on a robbery, right? And their intent is just to find the lick, you know what I'm saying? And rob them. But something go wrong. The lick may want to fight. And now one of the people with the gun shoot and kill a person. Now that bad decision that they made initially to go rob had a chain effect, chain reaction, and the bad chain reactions occurred. So if we can just like step back and make rational, emotionally intelligent decisions and get our children counseling, because I think a lot of us suffer with PTSD. Just being Black in America is trauma already. And then you got different people living in different environments dealing with death and constant violence. I think that a lot of our youth out here that are going crazy, I think they're suffering from real bad PTSD. And so we need to like have like maybe an online counseling session for everybody to like tap in. I don't know, but counseling I think needs to be something that should be a class in all schools, a counseling class for an hour. You have, or however long the counseling class take. I don't know. Did that make sense, Black Woman?
No, I definitely agree. I could agree with that one. That PTSD, and also I think it's a lot of just living in the survival state. We try
Yeah.
to make it. I'm fighting just to make it. So I'm really not thinking about what's really gonna be best, or if this is best for me, or if this is best for my children, if this is best for my people. I'm just thinking I need to fucking eat today, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do to eat today.
Right. Well, you thinking of a fast way to eat because they're not you, but people in that
Yeah,
situation, they're thinking of fast ways to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because it's definitely
plenty of
better.
ways to eat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely more, efficient ways to eat than you going to take something from somebody. I think, we just got to be more mindful of our consequences. But it seems like the young people don't even care about going to jail. I don't know what this is about. You know what I'm saying? We used to have the scared straight. I don't know why they took that out. I think the scared straight would scare a lot of people straight.
I think that it's just, we got a lot of people that's not straight, so they like, fuck it, jail ain't that bad.
I'm telling you, because why the fuck you keep wanting to go to jail, bro? Is you gay?
Like, it's okay. You can tell us it's a safe space. You can talk to us about it, but you know what I'm saying? You got to be more, take some more accountability if you going still.
Like, come on, my nigga. Like, jail is not where it's at, man. I don't understand. I know the niggas in jail be making the shit look sweet. They got the cameras. They got the doing
It be looking like a big old campfire and shit. They be chilling. They be cooking good jail burrito and shit. Nah, fuck that, man.
That's not it, bro. That's not it, man. Yeah, that's not what you want to do. It's not a jail kumbaya, my nigga. You gotta worry about your butthole too,
And they really be playing that shit down, because what?
Yeah, like, come on, that shit crazy, but maybe we'll I mean, more as we do these podcasts, this joint will catch fires and they'll be like, damn, they've been telling us the whole time,
Been trying to put them on since the jump.
Huh?
I said, been trying to put them on since the jump. They gonna finally catch on.
Yeah, they gonna finally catch on. They're gonna be like, damn, they've been hipping us for years. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
We've been trying to tell you. All right. So since this is the end of the show, give us a quote, Black Woman. If you was to die today or tomorrow, God forbid, which you want the world to remember you by?
Man, we gonna double back from my favorite one. This was the first quote I ever learned before I even got some sense. Life is a motherfucking pussy. Fuck that shit. Don't let it fuck you.
Life is a pussy. Fuck that shit. Don't let it fuck you. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. All right, this is my quote. And I got this from this lady. Her name Dr. Wells. She's from Compton, California. So shout out to Compton. She said, oh, well, this is her quote, but I'm taking it for myself. So my quote for today is 2 reasons why we're here. To be legendary and to create legends. Now, you don't have to necessarily have kids to create legends, but like what we're doing with the knowledge that we spitting out, we creating legends because if they take heed to what we're saying, they can develop themselves and be great like we are on the path of. You know what I'm saying? So that's my quote. You know what I'm saying? To be legendary and to create legends. And that's what I'm trying to do because I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to
We
create.
like that one. Be legendary and create legends. And I think the be legendary is the most important part because if you live in what you speak in, people are going to see you and follow that shit.
Come on. And I'm creating legends out here. You feel me?
Dang, me too. I wish I could see the fit right now. We all pink, you feel me? Got my favorite shoes on, you know what I mean? Gonna step out and try to fuck your bitch.
Come on, you fly motherfucker, man.
Come on, shit. I need to hook me a wife before I go bald, cuz. Come on.
If you cut them dreads, you're gonna go bald quicker, so you better hold on to them, player.
Man, I'm already balding, so you know this is my last year. I was gonna cut them this year on my birthday, but I wasn't ready to let go. You feel me? I'm attached to it. But next year, you feel me? A nigga gonna turn 30 and show bald head.
You getting a bald haircut?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna look like a mini version of my daddy.
You gonna be out here looking like LL Cool J.
Man, I'm about to bring sexy to bald because man.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a nice little turnaround for you, Slim.
Man, my whole life gonna change and shit. Hey, but it's okay.
Hell yeah, you gonna look different and shit. I want to see what you look like with a big head. That's gonna be crazy, cuz.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I ain't even seen myself without fucking hair in years. You feel me? It's gonna be wild.
Do you think you got a nice head? Is it lumpy? You got a lumpy head?
I don't think it's lumpy, but I got eczema, so I know I'm gonna be oiling my head all the time and shit.
Oh yeah, you gotta get the cream for the head.
And man, it's gonna be crazy. And then my hair be covering my ears, so the eczema in my ears don't be showing. I know for sure a nigga about to really be on some skincare routine shit.
That's right, you gotta get on it. You gotta get on it, man. But you gonna hold that shit down, a fly nigga like you feel me?
Oh, I'm already knowing for sure. Bitches is still gonna fuck. They was gonna fuck regardless. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna be like, ooh, you got the bald head. Come here.
Come on, rub my dog, bitch. This the magic 8-ball.
That's the magic 8-ball. Hey, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram too, man. Big homie smiles underscore backup page 41. Follow back home, man. Where can they follow you at?
They can follow me on all socials at Black Corn Man LA.
Black Corn Man LA. Follow my dog on all socials. Whose
video is in the background? I like that shit.
What'd you say?
Whose video we got playing in the background? I like that shit.
Hey, shout out to my girl PYT. You feel me?
Come on, shout out PYT.
That's PYT. You feel me? She did a little Foxy Brown tribute.
Yeah, video popping.
Yeah, that video lit. So I was like, yeah, she the background for this shit. You feel me?
Yeah, gang, I fuck with it.
Yeah. All right, but I appreciate you coming in. You know what I'm saying? Next Wednesday, we with this shit. I appreciate you always, love. I'm coming out there soon, so, you know, I'm going to fuck with you.
Yeah, definitely let me know when you come out here. You know, I appreciate you, Queen, for having the show and having me on here.
Absolutely. All right, you be safe out there.
All right, you too.
All right. That was my dog, Black Corn Man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We always get to it, man. Nice, good conversation, man. I appreciate all y'all for tapping in, man. I appreciate y'all. If it's one or none, whether it's two or a few, you feel me? I appreciate you. Thank you, man, for tapping in, man. I hope y'all took something away from the show. If you see this show, man, like, subscribe, and share this joint, man. I'm trying to go global. I'm trying, have my own situation, you know what I'm saying? And just empower our people, because that's what it's about. It's about love and empowerment and, taking ourselves to the next level. You feel me? So big ups to PYT, man. Make sure y'all follow her on all platforms. That's her name. They call me PYT. They call me PYT. You can follow her on all platforms, man. Shout out to PYT and her team out there, man. And yeah, make sure y'all tap in with me, man. Shout out to Simba again. Make sure y'all tap in with him. Shout out to Cuter Food. Shout out to Big Flop. Shout out to Crack Fiend. What's his name? Yeah, Crack Boy Slim. I'm trying to think of his artist name. I'm sorry. Crack Boy Slim. Shout out to my man Larry. New Auto. You know what I'm saying? That's with the autos, he like that. Yeah. Shout out to my mother, man. Shout out to Mama Bear, man. Shout out to my brother Scooby. Shout out to my cousin Man. Shout out to my cousin Quita. Who else? Shout out to the brand Love is Love with Skyland. He'll produce out Northeast DC. Long live Lundy, you feel me? Long live Lils, long live Tay, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to his brother OC Rico. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with him on YouTube. We got a couple little good songs out. Let me see who else. Who else am I missing? Oh, shout out to Vibe of Pearls. That's a nice little black-owned brand. She make quality clothes. So make sure y'all follow on Instagram. That's Vibes, VIBEZ Apparel. Tap in with her. Tell her Treetop Radio LA sent you. Who else? Shout out. I said Krishan. Shout out to Krishan Rock. And yeah, shout out to Capitol Heights, man. Big ups to my hood though, man. Big 41. Big 41, Big 41, Big 41, PG County, Maryland, shit, you feel me? Big 301, you feel me? Big 301. And yeah, we out this bitch.
Yeah.
Say, man, it's Treetop Radio LA.